Hi, welcome to Math 115. Although you're probably already familiar with Beachboard, I'm going to go ahead and give you a quick tour of some important things unique to your class. Although I'm not your instructor for this class, I am the course coordinator and help develop all the material you're about to see. Here is the course homepage, which will list weekly news posts, and most importantly for you is the meeting ID information on the right. Each week, you'll be attending Zoom sessions for your large lecture, which is Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 a.m., and then you'll be attending one 2-hour online activity based on the information you've already signed up for. So each time you go to attend one of the Zooms, you're going to need the meeting ID. You'll notice this is not a live link. So what will happen is you will have to come up to the Zoom tab in the nav bar, which will bring you to the single sign-on, but I'll go ahead and stop that. And then you would copy and paste this ID. Now, if you notice right now, I'm actually missing the 9. If I posted this, it wouldn't work. Paste. So be sure that you copy all 3 sets of numbers, and of course, the activity session meeting IDs will be coming shortly. In terms of content, I'm sure you're familiar with how to navigate around, but I want to point out a few important things for you. Now, this is currently in the old format, and I've started to get really used to the new format, so I'm going to go ahead and switch over, but both give you the exact same information. In terms of Day 1 Digital, your instructor is going to be talking to you about that in your first large lecture, but this is where both Alex and WebAssign have already been charged to your account and are ready to go Day 1. But for anyone repeating the course, you don't need to buy WebAssign again, or maybe you've already bought one of the codes at the bookstore. So what will happen is you'll opt out and then purchase the other code as needed separately, but again, your instructor will give you information on that. In terms of the orientation, I assume the whole reason you're watching the video you are now, the Beachboard tour, is because you've already been through the course structure video that explains how Math 115 is set up. And then just to make it a little bit easier, there is a set of handouts, the slides from the video. It opens as a separate file, and because it's so large, it takes a while, and we'll just kind of jump there as soon as it's uploaded. But also, you're going to want to watch the video tutorial on how to use the equation palette in Beachboard quizzes because you're going to be using that pretty regularly. And if you haven't learned about Math 95, there's an introductory video, and this page is actually the flyer that you could access individually. Next, let's talk about a couple other important things for the class. In terms of the calendar, this is available on the first page of your course packet, but keep in mind, sometimes you just want to pull something up online and see, oh, wait, what week do I have an exam, and you don't have your course packet ready. Now we got the slides, here it comes, from the online orientation, and just like how the file was so big, sometimes it takes a while for some of these pages to load. I've kind of been scrolling through this and found not everything was available immediately. Your instructor is going to update your syllabus. I don't have it ready yet. And there's more information on Alex and WebAssign in case you want it, but you might get everything you need from the beginning. Super important. Every Tuesday and Thursday, your large lecture instructor is going to record his sessions. If you ever miss one of those sessions or just want to watch it again, the recordings will be posted here. But since you haven't had class yet, there's nothing to post. In terms of other videos available to you, some of the sections actually have videos available that were provided by myself, so somebody different than your own instructor. And so what'll happen is the way I've broken it down is to lots of small videos covering everything in the course packet. Now notice it says page 1 all the way up to page 4. Because this is section 5.1, it's not page 1 of your packet. It might be like page 50, and it's page 50, 51, 52, and 53 of your course packet. But at the top of your 5.1 section in the packet, it'll say page 1 of 4, 2 of 4, 3 of 4. So that was the naming convention I went with. But if you just wanted to watch example 1B worked out again, there's a less than 4-minute video to watch that one particular video. You'll notice we don't have videos for all of the sections, but we do have a link to the YouTube channel where everything will be housed, and you can always check it as things are updated. Exam 1 material. This is going to be super important for your first day of class. Although you don't need the formulas in the study guide yet, you are going to want the sections 1.2, 1.3, and 1.4 lecture notes unless you already have your course packet. If you have your course packet, you're set. But in activity, you're going to do section 1.4 the first day of class. And if you don't have your class packet yet, you need this to get through activity. Your professor is going to lecture on section 1.2 the first day of class. If you don't already have this printed out, you're going to want to be able to write into this. And he'll be working on 1.3 the next day. Now, this is something you also need to be aware of. In the course packet, there are certain problems that your lecture professor will never cover. But next to the problem in the packet, it will say, watch the video to fill in the notes on this problem. So on page 20 of your course packet, there is a 3.6, section 3.6 problem that can only be viewed here and will be excellent help for your quiz on this material and the exam. We've even got a homework problem. And this format repeats throughout the semester. Formula, study guide, and any problems only available through video. We've broken this up per exam. And then after exam 3, we still teach some new material, so you may need something there. Quizzes. As I mentioned a minute ago, you have a bonus quiz, great way to handle or get extra credit or make up for a quiz you've missed. But you have a bonus quiz that you have until September 1st to complete, but it required you watching that tutorial because, as you will see, and the tutorial's there and also available in orientation, but it says type number for number this equation into this box. Type this function symbol for symbol into this box. And if you haven't watched the video, you may not be aware of how to do it because it's a little tricky to find. And also the video points out if you accidentally submit your quiz before you're done, you can go back to your questions multiple different ways, but I will just X out of this. The other thing I wanted to mention in the quizzes, though, already discussed in the course structure, is that every class is followed by a video quiz. So after class on Tuesday, August 25th, you have until midnight the next night to take a 4-question quiz that you will answer straight out of your notes, and this happens for every week. I've only got the first 2 weeks loaded here, but the rest will be coming. Dropbox. Your first assignment is ready for you to go, and it doesn't mention it here, but when you click on the directions, it should tell you that you have until Friday, August 28th at 2 p.m. to basically download this statement, sign it, and upload it as a PDF. And even if you don't have a printer, we have directions for you. So you might want to take care of that one quickly. And of course, there's class grades that would correspond to the syllabus and where you'll find everything. So that should be what you need. Thanks for your time and good luck in class.